I spent a lot of money at Sephora. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Jackie. I've been meaning to do a full face of Milk makeup for quite some time now. Milk makeup, from what I've seen and discovered so far, it takes a very like model on the go approach to makeup. It's very minimal, it's very clean. It reminds me a lot of like fashion week type of stuff that you would see like backstage at a big major show. And the few things that I have tried from Milk, I've really liked. Before we get started, I just want to remind you guys to be sure to check out my previous video. I got to collaborate with Cotton. Thank you so much, Cotton, for collaborating with me and allowing me to create my own capsule collection. I basically did a video talking about hyperhidrosis and my struggle with sweating, girl. And Cotton allowed me to create my own capsule collection to recommend clothing to you guys that would help with that. And the link to that collection is in the description box. So check out my last video and then check out the collection that I curated in the description box. In that video, it'll be linked up here, like in the little pop-up or down below. Thank you for that, Thomas. All right, now back to Milk makeup, live from Los Angeles. I'm Jackie. I know. There are only four products that I have in here that Milk has sent to me. The reason why I'm saying this is that the 3 products that they've sent me for free is definitely not going to trump the almost $1,000 on everything I spent to create this video. I'm going to just so we make that very clear. Okay, I still spent quite a little bit of coins on a lot of this stuff, so I don't want to hear anybody in the comments talking about your opinion is swayed. I can't tell if I can trust you. If you can't tell that you can trust me by now, you've come to the wrong place. You should just probably stop watching my videos and go get some milk.
He needs some milk.
Before we do get started, if you are not subscribed, I'm judging you. Just imagine me, my hair, and my nails all judging you at the same time. Smash that button. Thank you. Let's just quickly address some skin issues. Right now I'm a little on the dry side, so real quick I'm just gonna moisturize with my Kate Somerville. I just grabbed this. You can use, whoa, I don't appreciate the clapbacks, Kate. I'm gonna need you to calm down, okay? Before Kate started cutting up, I was just basically trying to say you don't have to use that. I'm just addressing my problem area because that was the first thing I found. The first thing that I'm going to start off with is the blur stick. I haven't primed yet, and I actually did a dedicated review on this, so I'm not going to get into too much of how I feel about it in this particular video. I do like this product though, and I have used it since that first initial review. And this is just basically like a primer in a stick form. It's basically meant to smooth out the skin, blur imperfections. I like the fact that this is a stick because you know what? Like you actually get to like press it into the skin as much as you can glide. Just don't tug too much. Don't be doing all that and premature wrinkles, okay? Okay, so I picked up the cooling water. I thought it was actually supposed to be like a moisture stick. This is supposed to be for under eye. Now the first immediate complaint I have about this is the size. I think that for uniformity purposes, most of their stuff comes in this kind of like chubby stick jar. I think if they would have stuck to something that was more slim, it would have been more, you know, it would have made more sense for the under eye. This is just kind of fat. I'm still working with it, you know. So far it feels great under the eye. I don't see any depuffing yet, but we just applied it on. We just gotta give it a minute, which I'm fine with. I just realized I actually did pick up the hydrating oil. This is probably the most fascinating product I've picked up. I don't know, it's just really cool to look at. It looks like jelly on a stick. Like, oh, it feels so weird. Oh my God, it feels so weird. Like it feels like sweat. This is supposed to be a face and body oil in a stick form. That's very fascinating. I've never seen oil in a stick form, but it definitely gives off an oily sheen. The main ingredient are names that I'm not even gonna try to pronounce. Phenyl, trimethicone, Simonsia. That sounds like a name. Simonsia, girl, you need some milk. This looks like something you can use on top of makeup and underneath. I have foundations. These actually came in a PR box, but I wanted to wait until we share the whole tea on Milk as a brand. So I haven't touched these yet. Haven't really seen too many people talk about them. What's the tea? Have you guys tried them? Do you like it? Do you not? What's goody good? It is the matte foundation. Right off the bat, my first initial impressions are the shade range needs work. I'm looking at Toffee and Deep Golden, and I kind of have already made up my mind about which one I'm gonna use, but there are 2 shades darker than mine, and I'm personally just not, like, I definitely think the amount of work they put into perfecting this row here could have easily added like another 5 on the darker spectrum. That's just my 2 cents right off the bat. I mean, if you think about it, like, this is one shade, 1, 2, 3, 4 down. I mean, they look almost like one shade of a difference. But look at 1, 2, 3, 4 down from here and here. Like, where's the milk? Milk, you need some milk. Maybe that's why people aren't talking about it. I think what they do is they just pick like one dark shade and just expect that everyone that dark, it's like a one size fits all. It's definitely not. I'm in between Toffee and Golden Deep. I'm thinking that Golden Deep is golden, and I think that Toffee is quite red. But I just wanted to see what they both look like. Here is Toffee, and here is Deep Golden. You can see that Toffee is not only a little bit brighter, but it's a little bit more pink red. And then Deep Golden is perfectly described as a golden shade. But I wouldn't call this, I would call this dark golden. Like, you can definitely go deeper. So these retail for $40. That's expensive to me. I'm sorry. I'm a foundation junkie, but that's expensive. And you get 1 ounce, so that's like pretty expensive. Wow, I'm actually surprised. Y'all can knock off about $5 and make this a 35 situation. Today we're gonna be using a Deep Golden. I don't know why I bought this. I really haven't reached for the whole Sponge thing since I first reviewed it. This was like, I don't know what, last year. It was cute or whatever. I don't really know if it's for me, like as far as like my day-to-day situation, but I bought it anyway because why not? On the box thing, it says to put the product on the sponge and then blend and blend. I guess it's not looking too bad. I won't, however, be using this for the concealer. I've already learned these are definitely not for concealer. If I haven't already told you, this is supposed to be a matte foundation. It's not looking matte yet, but then again, it hasn't dried down. So let me just calm down. And the Sponge, whatever this is called, it's not even, this is their version of a Sponge. It's not looking too bad. It's giving like lots of coverage, like a lot of coverage. You know, the whole appeal with the silicone applicator is it's supposed to save product and, you know, you don't waste any drop, but like that's the point of using sponges, is you don't want all the product on your face. You know, like I want a little bit of, I feel like I put on a hell of a lot of product. That's what I don't like about these sponges. Now I'm remembering, like it just doesn't give you, fall back a little bit, you know? Like I don't really want, if I give 2 pumps of foundation, I don't really want 2 pumps of foundation. Like, I'm a woman, what do you expect? I never know what the hell I want. Do you really think I want full coverage? No, duh. Yeah, these things don't let up. It's giving me texture, and sometimes brushes do that too, but you can kind of finesse it. And with this, I just feel like I'm still patting it in, and it's sitting, my makeup is sitting on top of my face as opposed to melting into my skin. Yeah, that's what I need right there. Boom, booming. Just to make some comments about the coverage, I think the coverage of the foundation is fabulous. I'm not getting matte at all. I don't know if it's mixing in with the oil, like I don't know what's happening. Covered up my scars on my forehead very easily. Okay, so taking off a couple points for that, because this is pretty oily. Next, we have some concealers. The jump from deep to like tan is quite odd. So the next shade up is Warm Deep, which I don't even know what I would highlight with, because the colors and the differences between them are just so like polarizing that it's like strange. So this is Warm Deep, and we could have used a color definitely in between these two. This one is tan, so this is tan. I guess I could probably highlight with that. I don't know why that looked a little bit darker in the store. Maybe I'm tripping. There's gotta be something. This is what I was talking about, actually. This is why I wanted to buy medium tan. There has got to be something in between there. Today we are gonna be using the Flex Concealer in the color tan. No, not tan. Yes, tan. It's funny because tan in most makeup brands actually looks more like medium tan, and I don't have any products that I use that are labeled tan because I'm dark. I definitely feel like as a highlighting concealer, this is quite close to my skin tone. I just need something a little brighter. I'm not mad at it, but I'm not really that happy with it either. I'm probably gonna throw in just a teensy bit of medium tan just to brighten it up. And you guys know I don't like to go too intense under my eyes, but for me, this is just like, it's my skin tone. I'm not getting the brightness that I like. Okay, anyway, moving forward, I'm gonna take medium tan just to brighten it up. These two together are making a pretty decent in-between shade. See how I'm kind of mixing them as I apply? One thing I find really fascinating is every time I see Milk makeup demos, they're always applying things with their fingers, and I'm like, that's cute or whatever, but I'm not about that life. Literally, like every product they apply with their hands, and I can't. This is actually a product that really fascinated me. This is the matte bronzer. It runs pretty dark. This is in the color Blaze. Oh, it's very sheer. I don't have any cream matte bronzers, and this is not matte though. It's actually very shiny. Maybe they mean matte as in no shimmer. I don't know. Anyway, the color I have is Blaze, and I'm seeing this applied. Oh God. That literally blends right into my skin tone. Okay, that is literally blending right into my skin tone. I don't know if you can see it on camera. It's also very creamy, very oily. This almost feels like a product that's meant for bare skin. Contrary to what I initially thought, for my skin tone, this would actually need to be darker. So I almost kind of feel like this was meant to be someone that has medium skin tone as opposed to my skin tone, which is more dark. Yeah, I mean, I can see it, but it's just not enough. Like I literally feel like I keep building it on, and I don't want this to get all of my sideburns. All right, I need to chill. And by the way, if you're stressed out that I haven't blended my concealer yet, please hold while I transfer your call. So I guess I'll just go in with a sponge and blend it all together. By the way, the matte bronzer comes in two colors. It comes in Blazed and Baked. The Blaze was the darkest one. I don't think that this was made for me. I just feel like it was way too sheer. Definitely not matte. I feel like this is a product I would have to use without makeup to really see it, because I think it's getting lost in translation with the foundation. I am getting some movement in the foundation. It was creasing at my laugh line when I went in to blend it, and then because I put it on my eyelid, it was creasing in that area too. Concealer seems to have dried down to a somewhat, I almost feel like the concealer is more matte than the foundation, but I have a no mixing rule. I'm just not feeling the colors, the two colors that I had to choose from. I don't have time to be mixing concealers when I have concealers that work for me, you know what I mean? I feel like if I had put this bronzer on and didn't blend it out, you would not even know. That's not a good thing, because you should be able to see it, especially for $24. Like, you better look like you just left Santa Monica for $24. You better look like you was bike riding on Abbot Kinney for $24 for a bronzer. I'm just saying, when I say bronzer, you say baked, bronzer, baked. Like, I want to look bronze. I have on a lot of makeup. I definitely feel like I have on more makeup than the actual models do. And maybe that's not a good thing. Maybe the less is more approach is what makes this brand so unique. I mean, when I do tutorials, I like to apply makeup the way I normally would, because that's how I gauge whether or not I would use something. So let's go ahead and keep going. This is what makes first impressions unique and fun. I definitely get the impression that this is not buildable makeup. It feels like you're supposed to use minimal, and you probably want to skip on using brushes. And based on that, I don't know if I'm a fan yet. Taking my Glossier Powder, I'm just going to I'm using the color Dark Deep, and I'm going to shake it up and just add a little bit of that onto my under eye as well as all over the face. I'm kind of feeling like this probably isn't going to be a very long wearing foundation, but again, that's not really something that I'll know until I'll actually wear it for a couple hours. I do, however, want to throw shade at these brow pencils. These brow pencils are not popping at all. Oh, it's actually supposed to be a brow gel. Okay, maybe that's, I don't know. I don't know. The darkest color that they offer was Dark Brew, and this is almost black, like almost black. And the next color up was Pilsner, but Pilsner was super ashy. A super ashy medium brown, and it was just way too light for my skin tone. A little too soft. I don't think this is supposed to be meant for precise application. This feels like the type of brow pencil that's meant for someone who already has full brows. Let me just see if maybe if I were to really, really sharpen it up, will I get better application? You know, the color is actually not as dark as I thought it was. Maybe I was just swatching it really hard. Now the fact that it is dual-sided and there's a brush is pretty cool. I just don't know how the hell you're gonna get 10 hours of wear out of this. I feel like this is going to be the first thing that evaporates on my face is this, because it's just way too soft. So mixed feelings on the brows. I could definitely live without them, but I wouldn't necessarily like completely trash them either. Like if they were on hand, that desert island life, like if I didn't have nothing else to use or something, and one of these magically swept ashore, I might fools with it a little bit. On the monitor, I'm not a fan of this color. It's way too dark. And sharpening this really didn't do much for me either. I still feel the same. So mid-face update, I'm still looking hella greasy. And the Wowder is the most mattifying powder I own. So I had to repowder again. Moving forward, I'm gonna give you guys a glossy eye today. I'm a huge fan of the glossy look. I feel like they're always doing like something super grungy, super glossy, wet. I'm here for it. These are probably my favorite products from Milk. This was the first ever Milk product I tried. Milk eye pigments. These are the bomb.com. This one is such a sick color. It is the color Gig. Like, look at that. Oh my God. Like, if I could just get more stuff like this, like the eye products seem to be the most packed with color. Then I also picked up Hotel Lobby, which is a little bit more champagne. This one's more gold. This one's more champagne. So I'm probably gonna use Gig as a lid color. And that is gorgeous. Oh my God. That is bomb. This is what I came for. Milk makeup. Thank you. I'm gonna put on one more layer. Now, if I remember correctly, I think these do dry down to a matte finish, but it's not gonna stay like this for long because we're gonna be jazzing it up. That is bomb. That is so pretty. Look how pretty that is. Oh my God. That is so, oh my God, that's so pretty. By the way, the eye pigments are $24. They come in 10 shades and I think they're worth every penny. I think you should actually buy all of them. These are sick. Okay, this is the eye vinyl. The eye vinyl is supposed to give you that runway glossy eye situation. This is $20. That's actually not bad. I would definitely pay $20 for this. I like the fact that it does come in that airtight container because I don't know, I just feel like glosses can get really messy. So I like the fact that it comes in like an airtight container. Gloss gets very messy, guys. So don't do this if you are trying to look prim and proper for this is not your 8-hour wear type of look. It's kind of dope though. I'm kind of digging it. I do like the way that this is sitting on top of the eye base. I think it actually blended it into, that is bomb. Look at that. I literally created like the perfect nude gloss for the eyes though. That looks so bomb. Like I could low-key rock this to Trader Joe's or whatever. Oh my God, it's in my lashes. It's in my lashes. Now, if you lay something on underneath this gloss, be mindful that the more you swipe, the more you're removing the product underneath. So what I'm having to do now is pat it. This is like I think this is the most wearable glossy eye I've ever done. This is the Bomb Mascara. I'm a self-proclaimed mascara snob. I hold mascaras like up here. First is complexion products, next is mascara. This is a very unique structure and shape. I don't know if I'm here for it yet. It basically has 3 sections. It says it's 74% natural. I don't know what that means. Does that mean natural ingredients? And it also claims to be flake proof and it's supposed to be all day, like long lasting. Now I'm like a pumper more than I am a painter. I like to do a little bit of both. And I feel like if you go in for a pump, you're not gonna get a ton of product. But you know what? This painted on isn't too bad. I like the fact that it's not too wet. Like it's a little dry. You know what though? I really like that. I was skeptical, but I like it. So here's what the Bomb Mascara looks like on this eye, and this is what my lashes look like with no mascara. So definite visible difference. I don't know if I would wear this mascara with like a full beat makeup look. This to me looks more like a natural lash. It doesn't overpower my face. That's what I'm feeling like. I'm not mad at the shape either. The shape is actually really working, and that's probably what's giving it that more wispier, natural look and feel. And the mascara also doesn't get clumpy, so you get fully combed out lashes, lots of curl, lots of lift. Okay, I like this look even more now that I've added falsies. This is the velour lash. It is in the style Trust Me, Try It. I think the camera is not doing my glossy eye justice. It looks really nude, but in person, this looks dope. Like, I could definitely see myself wearing this out to a party. You know, the matte bronzer on camera doesn't look too bad. I see it, but it's not enough. So I'm just gonna build a little bit more bronzer on top of it. This is my Becca Maui Nights bronzer. It is their Sunlit bronzer collection. And I'm just gonna add a little bit, just a little bit of this and a little bit of that, just a teensy. All right, so we've got some really cool like stick cheek products. I've been here for like cream stick cheek products lately. They're all very, they actually look really sheer. So these aren't just for the cheeks. Apparently these are for the lips as well. That's really pretty. That is Rally. I think just for the overall look, I'm gonna go with Perk. Might actually be a little too muted, and it's also pulling into my foundation. So we may need to put, oh, on camera it actually doesn't look bad. But this is just so minimalistic that it's like not worth, we need more. All right, I'm gonna need more intensity. So I'm gonna go in with Rally now, just to intensify. This, again, feels another like one of those products that would probably work really well on its own, like not even on top of a foundation, because my foundation's all over the stick now. I picked up the holographic stick in Mars. They sent me Supernova. Supernova is like a dope color. This is some Fenty level sickness. Like, I'm just living for this type of look right now. I'm gonna take my highlight stick in Mars, and Mars is hopefully packed with, oh, that's really pretty. Just tapping that onto my cheekbones. So we need a slimmer shape for these highlighting sticks, guys. I feel like I look so different. This is different from my usual, but I'm also not mad at it though. And then they also have these really cool like lip metal situations. Absolutely gorgeous. I really gravitated towards these jewel tone colors. I actually thought they were eyeshadows. I was hoping they were eyeshadows, but I settled for lips. So here's Buffy. It's pretty sheer. I find that the metal actually kind of blurs once you apply it. There's shimmer, but it's not as metallic as you would think it is. Ooh, wait a minute. Let me. Oh, that's bomb. Like, I'm almost tempted to wear this one. Why not? Let's go all out. Why not? So I'm taking the lip metal in the color Slayer, the last one that we swatched. Now you can see the metal. This is bomb. Ooh, this color is bomb. Here we have the prime example of a product that's swatched meh, but applied phenomenally. This is probably like the perfect way to tie this look all in. This color is my favorite. It's not supposed to be a gloss. On the website, it says it's a liquid lip color and it's supposed to be long wearing, and it's also $24. I would happily pay $24. I'm so glad I bought all colors because this color, actually pretty happy with this look. I wasn't totally a fan of everything though, but I think for the most part I made everything work. Let's just do the rundown. Foundations, personally, I would pass. It didn't dry down the way that I needed it to, you know, like I still feel like it's still sitting, and we want lashes to be sitting. We want the highlighter to be sitting, but we don't literally want the foundation to be sitting, girl. We want the foundation to be melted. We want the foundation to be committed. We want the foundation to be just all in for the relationship. And right now, she looks like she's ready to run away and escape. She looks like she's about to elope with somebody else. I'm not digging that. I would probably just, for the color selection, pass on the concealers. I've tried other concealers. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great either. All of the cheek products I think were great. But again, very sheer. I could probably pass on the cream cheek blushes. Highlighters, however, are very, very, very highly 12 out of 10, like would repurchase. Pretty happy with the cooling water. I think it felt really great on the face. The blur stick, you guys already know how I feel. I've done a full breakdown and I have actually been using it both on and off camera. Every single eye product I was happy with. Every single eye product, from the liquid pigments to the mascara. Oh my God, I forgot the last thing. I totally got a setting spray. They sent me this one, but then I went out and bought it, not realizing I already had it at home. So I'm gonna take that other one back. This is their blur spray. First of all, we always test the air. Do that first. The mister is nice. Sometimes the misters are too fine, so I feel like I have to be here to feel the actual spray. So far, the spray I'm gonna have to play around with. That is my full review on Milk makeup as a whole. Let me know if you guys have any favorites. Thank you so much for watching. If you, especially the people that make it to the end, you know what? You guys are the real ones. You guys are the dedicated ones because it takes a lot. Like I'm kind of a lot. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope to see you on my next video. And speaking of next video, I just make it so easy for you and I just put it right here, you know? You have no excuse. You have no excuse. You might as well click it. I'ma just wait while my eyes keep creasing. I'ma just keep waiting for you to click the next video.